Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be going through my entire fall TBR. I went through every book that I own and I searched the internet and book apps, BookTok, BookTube to figure out which books I want to read this fall. The ones we're going to go over today are the highest on my TBR, and by them you guys can probably guess that in fall I read the most, and I love reading fall vibe books. Spooky, gothic, dark academia, witches, ghosts, whatever you want to So we have the majority are fantasy, then we have a little bit of romance, some mystery, literary fiction, and did I say mystery thriller yet? I can't remember. And then we'll go through the books that I own and the books that I don't own. Let's just get right into it. Starting off, we're going to start off with my little notebook that I have all of the books that I don't currently own on here. We have The Perfect Couple by Ellen Hildebrand. This is about a couple who's getting married and a body is found at the location they're getting married and everyone turns a suspect. So their secret found out. And then we have The London Seance Society. I think this one is set in the 1800s and it's about these ladies who do seances to solve mysteries and murders. And then The Library of the Dead. This one is about a young girl who can talk with ghosts. She's a ghost talker and she kind of uses that to her advantage. And I think there's like a mystery that she gets to help solve in this book. Then we have When No One Is Watching. I can't really remember what this one is about, but I just know that I wanted to read it. So I will put it somewhere up on the screen. Then we have The Warm Hands of Ghosts. This one sets place in Germany, or I think it starts in Canada but goes to Germany. It's about a World War II retired nurse who gets a letter or receives word that her brother has died or something has happened to her brother, and she goes back to Germany to figure out what happened. So it's like a historical fiction, but also like the spooky atmosphere. Then we have For the Wolf. This is about a village or a town where they sacrifice the second daughter to the wolf, who isn't a wolf, it's a man. So we follow Red in that book. And then we have Anatomy, and this is about a female who wants to become a surgeon in a time where women can't do anything, basically. So she gets cut from the class and is told if you can pass the test, you can be a surgeon, but you can't be in the class. So she teams up with a man who digs up bodies for a living. And we have Butcher and Blackbird, which is a romance between two serial killers. And then we have some new releases that I don't currently own. We have The Striker by Anna Wong, A Song to Drown Rivers. I just saw that Fairy Loot is doing a special edition of this book and I need it now. And then Spectacular by Stephanie Garber. I can't wait to be back in the Caravel world. I know not a lot of people love that book or that trilogy. I loved it. The first one was okay, the second one I loved, and the third one I did enjoy. And then we have Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. I'm currently reading Wild Love by her, and this is the second book in the Rose Hill series. Daydream by Hannah Grace, which isn't supposed to be out yet, but as you guys will see in a little bit, is already out. The one that I am most excited for, and I think it comes out September 3rd, so I don't have to wait too long, is An Academy for Liars. I am so excited for this book, guys. It's about a girl who receives a letter to this magic school and you get to like follow along, and I think her power is persuasion and sometimes she can like make things move with her mind. How freaking cool is that? And it kind of takes you back to like Harry Potter. So those are all the books that I do not currently own, and let's go on to the ones that are on my physical TBR. So first up we have Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong. I really want to read this. Is it a trilogy now or is it just two? Or is it's two, but isn't there like two novellas? I'm looking at my shelf, but I don't know if you're supposed to read the novellas last or in between. I'll have to look into it. But this is set in 1931 in Shanghai and everyone raves about it. The vibes are supposed to be immaculate and this cover is gorgeous. Don't look at my nails too closely. But I've also heard that before you read that series, you read her These Violent Delights. This is a duology and this is set in 1926 Shanghai. So you read this before you read Foul Lady Fortune. So both of those are on my TBR this fall. Then we have a classic, one that everyone says is an inspiration to many fantasy writers. This is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I've never read it. I don't really think if I've watched the movie. I know I've watched some of the Lord of the Rings movies, but is The Hobbit a movie? Guys, I don't know. Anyways, I want to read this this and see what, I mean, it's a classic. Everyone loves it. I want to see what it's about. This Woven Kingdom by the same author as the Shatter Me series. I loved the Shatter Me series so much. I'm looking at it right now on my shelves. I think those are the best. So I can't wait to see what this is about, and I think there's a romance in this as well. Then we have one that I'm so excited to read. It's been on my TBR for a while. It's Ninth House by, or not the, but Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I read the Shadow and Bone trilogy from her and I absolutely loved it. This isn't like Shadow and Bone, I've heard. It's more like Secret Society at Yale type of vibes, so I can't wait to read this fall. And then we have a huge book, but it has been viral this year. When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. I'm not too sure what this one is about. All I know is that people are loving it. They fly through it, and I need to know why. And I think there's dragons in it because there's dragons on the cover. And after Fourth Wing, I love dragons. Plus, How to Train Your Dragon has always been one of my favorite cartoons. Then we have Snow Globe. This is about a world, I think it's a world where it's split between two like divisions. It's like divided in half. You're either a watcher or a performer, I think. I don't know if that's what they're called, but basically that's what it is. And if you're a performer, then your life is filmed 24/7. It's like a huge reality TV show. And if you're a watcher, then you watch it. The girl in here gets scouted to be a replacement for a girl who died. And she has to pretend to be this girl because they don't, like the producers or whoever, the government doesn't want anyone knowing that this girl died. So she has to pretend to be her. Like, the Red Queen. I'm pretty sure this is, oh yeah, it's about a world where people either have red or silver blood. And that's what the world is divided by, was with red or silver blood. The silver bloods are the elite and the reds are served. They are destined to serve the silver blooded people. Yeah. Then we have another kind of older, like in the same, like I feel like when Red Queen was really popular, so was Crave. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure like these are older books. Not like old, but like a little bit older. I could be totally wrong. But this is also vampires, and I need a new vampire world, guys. Few books are by the same author. My plan for this is to read like all of her books this fall. I'm so excited. Everyone raves about them, and I need to jump on. We have Masters of Death by Olivia Blake, a vampire realtor and the godson of death, I think. I need to read. We have One for My Enemy, and I do have 2 covers of this book. Why? Because I thought they were both pretty. Did I need them? No. Have I read this book? Obviously not. We're talking about it, but I still bought them both. So we have the Atlas 6. I don't know if I'm gonna get through the whole trilogy by Olivia Blake, but I at least want to dive into this first book. Also, can we like back up and talk about how cute these like mini hardcovers are? If every hardcover was this size, I would buy every single book in hardcover. Speaking of another cute tiny mini paperback, we have Heartless Hunter. This is another book that has been viral this year. It's like enemies to lovers, tension. I need to like sink my teeth into this. Not me saying like I'm a vampire. Guys, I'm suddenly a vampire. I dyed my hair red and now I'm in forks. Anyways, another book by Leigh Bardugo is The King of Scars duology. This is about a character in the Shadow and Bone trilogy, and I enjoyed that character in this book and I can't wait to read more about him. And then we have The House of Cerulean Sea. This is magical, a house on the cliffside, as you guys can tell by the cover. It's about Linus, who's a caseworker in the department in charge of magical youth, and he gets sent to this house to figure out whether these children are actually dangerous or not. And then we have Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Like I said, I loved Caravel, and I am assuming that I will love this because the character that is in this, I loved in that one. Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. I watched Sarah Crowley read this. If I remember right, I'm pretty sure she did enjoy the series like as a whole. I can't remember which one she like was her favorite, but I want to read this so that I can get to, what is it, Throne of the Fallen? Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. When I was in Barnes & Noble, this was on one of the shelves. You know those papers that the employees write? This is the vibes of this book. This is the tropes in this book. What they wrote about this one was that it was like Harry Potter meets Wednesday. And those are the vibes that I want to be involved in. So sign me up. I signed myself up. Then we have Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Why haven't I read this yet? I don't know. You tell me. Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. Also, why haven't I read this yet? Sarah Rowley also read this and said that she enjoyed it. Also can't remember what she rated it. We have another Chloe Gong book, Immortal Longings. Actually, isn't there a new book coming out? I can't remember. I need to figure that out if it's coming out soon. But this is dystopian fantasy. Is dystopian considered fantasy? Guys, let me know. I don't know. Then we have a book that I really don't know what it's about, but I got at Barnes & Noble because I thought the cover was pretty. The Scarlet Veil. I think it's a romantasy. It kind of matches my hair, guys. Maybe I should read it today. Then we have this book that I also got because the cover is so freaking pretty. The Spirit Bears Its Teeth. This is set in 1800s. Yeah, in London. It says, the veil between the living and the dead has thinned. Violet-eyed mediums commune with spirits under the watchful eye of the Royal Speaker Society. And 16-year-old Silas Bell would rather rip out his violet eyes than become an obedient speaker wife. Anyways, London, 1800s, communicating with the dead, spirits, yeah. Okay, we have the next two books, which I am so excited for. Starting off like really strong is the Throne of Glass series. I hope I get to read all however many books, 7, 8, 9, 10, no, not 10. Like 7, 8. I hope I get to read this whole series by the end of this fall, and I am starting with Assassin's Blade. No one can change my mind. I'm starting with Assassin's Blade. Thank you. So excited for this. Loved ACOTAR. ACOTAR is my book series. Even my grandma knows I love that series. And then the next book I recently bought. I don't know if my Barnes & Noble is like putting out books like really early. Like I know they are, but like anyways, we have, as I count, I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited. Like I want to read it right now. We have Wisteria by Adeline Grace. This is the third book in the Belladonna series. Is it the Belladonna series? Is there another name for the series? Anyways, look at this cover. Also, Fairyloot did do a special edition of this book too, and I had to pre-order it. I was like, there's no way. I can't. I'm so excited. I love this world. Like, I can't wait to read about life. Look inside. This is insane. Like, I can't even open it. Like, this is insane. I'm speechless. I cannot. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I think this is the last. I don't want this world to end. Adeline Grace, if you're watching this, I know you aren't. But if you are, please can this be like 100 books? 100 book series? Or at least like 2 more. Like make it 5. Anyways, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I think that's all for fantasy. Oh, books just fell. These next 2 books are like sci-fi. So they're still kind of fantasy. We have Red Rising. It's Haley Pham. This is one of her 5, 6-star reads. And I want to see what the hype is about. And I really don't read sci-fi. And this is my year of branching out to new genres. Then we have Renegades by Stephanie Meyer. Guys, I got it right. By Stephanie Meyer. This is like a superhero. You're either the renegades who are like prodigies, synthetic prodigies is what it says. And it's about like justice and vengeance and stuff. Sounds really, really good. Carry on. Carry on. I guess we'll do my rereads. I do have a couple rereads for this fall TBR. And they're pretty much all fantasy except one. Anyways, we have The Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. I was obsessed with this in like junior high. I remember my like library at school having these books and I was obsessed with them. And then I was obsessed with the movie, and I guess I didn't know, but when I bought this, there's a Peacock series, and so I need to read it. I mean, I need to watch it. See, like I think there's only 1 season, but still, I'll watch it. We have that for a reread. And then when Songbirds, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes came out as a movie, I was gonna read the whole anyways, when The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes came out, I was gonna read the whole Hunger Games universe and then go watch the movie. That didn't end up happening. I still haven't watched the movie, so I want to reread Catching Fire, and then obviously like the whole universe, but at least Catching Fire, so I can at least read that book and then go see the movie. I can't just read the movie because I've been talking for too long. It's been 30 minutes. Anyways, I need to read the book before I go watch the movie. I can't do it the other way around. I know some people can, but I can't. Whatever. Another book that I don't think I was like obsessed, but I really enjoyed it. In fact, I think my grandma read them because I enjoyed them so much. We have A Study in Charlotte. This is about Sherlock and Watson's grandchildren solving like a murder mystery and like, when they're at university. Why am I yawning? What time is it? Oh, it's 7:16. Okay. Then we have Harry Potter, the second book of Harry Potter. Last year I was gonna reread the whole series. That didn't end up happening, obviously. I read the first first one, but I need to reread like right now. So it's just like such like a fall winter series, books and movies. And then we have a little bit of a controversial one, not because of the book or the author, but because of my opinion the first time I read it. We have Six of Crows. Guys, I didn't love and I didn't really enjoy reading this book, which is a shame because I love Shadow and Bone. I was really excited for this duology, but I also feel like maybe I wasn't in the mood. Maybe it wasn't the right time. So I'm gonna reread it this year and hopefully, fingers crossed, it goes well. Hopefully it goes better this year. And then last reread of this fall. Anyways, last reread, we have Eclipse. That's where I'm up to in my reread of the Twilight series. So yeah, things are getting juicy. Okay, those are all for my rereads. Now let's pick between the other three piles that I have near me. Eeny, meeny, miny. Okay, we'll go for... Hold on, all my piles are falling over. We'll go for romance. We have some good ones in here. Love in the Time of Serial Killers. This one, I'm pretty sure is, she thinks her neighbor is a serial killer, and it's like, are you gonna fall in love with a serial killer, girl? I wouldn't judge you. Okay, actually, if you didn't know, I wouldn't judge you, but if you did know, like if this was real life. And then we have another Olivie Blake book, Alone with You in the Ether. I wasn't sure if I should put this in literary fiction or romance book pile, so I put it in romance because it literally does say a love story. Like, I know that like more happens than just a love story. And like I said, I want to read all of her books, and of course it's another like mini cute hardcover. Magnolia Parks. Wait, I'm kind of matching this too. I need to know like what's up with like the bees and the deer, so I'm gonna read that. And we have a book, was my highest anticipated book release of this year, and I still haven't read it because I'm really scared because it's so short and because I'm scared that I won't love it, even though I literally love anything that this author writes. We have Taming Seven by Chloe Walsh. This is about Gypsy. I've been waiting for Gypsy's book, or Gypsy and Claire's book. Don't want to read it and then have to wait so long for the next book, but like also, come on, read it. So I'm going to. And then we have like a cutesy kind of book, hopefully, like a palette cleanser maybe. Dungeons and Drama. This is like plays, like a school musical. Dungeons and Dragons, which also I really don't know anything about other than like what I watched in Stranger Things. But we have like a nerd musical, like girl romance book, really cute. It's supposed to be kind of funny too. So I haven't heard anyone talk about this book, and I was really kind of shocked that it was at Barnes and Noble. And then we have I cannot believe that I have like my hands on this book so early, because I'm pretty sure this doesn't come out for another while, like a while. 27, so like Tuesday, so in 5 days. We have Daydream by Hannah Grace. I swear my Barnes & Noble is putting books out early. I read somewhere where they can do that because technically they don't go by other people's rules, but like I'm not complaining because like I have this book, which is also so freaking pretty. Like, I knew it was going to be so pretty, but like in person, I'm so excited. That is it for romance. So next we're going to do literary fiction. Let me just acting like this pile is so big when it really isn't. We have another classic one that I've watched the movies, but I just haven't read the book. Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I'm so excited. This is like a tale of sisterhood, girlhood, finding love, finding yourself, becoming an adult, family. Like, it's just so good. Okay, these next two books, I wasn't sure where to put them because I think that her writing is like literary fiction, but I could be wrong, guys, and it's okay if I'm wrong. We have Taylor Jenkins Reid's books, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I think this does have romance in it, but I don't think that's, I don't know. I just put it in literary fiction, and that's fine because I did. So Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And we have Daisy Jones and the Six. I can't wait to read this and then watch the show. I'm so behind. But everyone says it's so good. So like, why haven't I read it? Guys, these piles are gonna go everywhere. Okay, last two literary fiction books. One's gonna make me cry a lot, and they're both gonna make me cry a lot. Dear Evan Hansen. Loved the play, loved the movie. Didn't know it was a book. Can't wait. I will have tissues by me. A Little Life. I imagine I'm gonna cry because the guy's crying on the cover, and that would just make sense. And I think this is like following people throughout their like journey of life when they're like in college. Oh, it says throughout decades, so following friends throughout the decades. I cannot wait to cry myself to sleep because of this book. Last, guys, we've been here talking for like 40 minutes, I think, and I have books surrounding me, so I need a water break. I'm sure you guys do too. Okay, enough of that. Last pile, we have mysteries and thrillers. What can get more fall than in like October, like Halloweeny, than mysteries and thrillers? First up, we have books flying all over the place. Bunny by Mona Awad. Don't know what this book is called, except it's about girls who call themselves bunnies or bunny. Anyways, yeah, a group of friends that call each other bunny. It's supposed to be dark and kind of like, I don't know. I think it's mystery thriller. It totally could not be. I actually don't know. I actually don't think this is a mystery thriller. Wait, does it tell you? Like, I'm confused. Does it tell you what? I guess it's not a mystery thriller. I don't think. Guys, I'm Googling this. Okay, it's humor, like comedy, fairy tale, dark comedy. Those are my dogs. Anyways, now we can get to the mystery and thrillers. I just bought this at Barnes & Noble. It's about people trapped in the theater and people start getting killed or found dead. Crazy. There were 7 of them working late and the door's locked. I cannot get over the bunny thing. In my defense, I thought the cover was cute and that's why I bought it. Plus I saw it on TikTok. So anyways, back to this book. It's about people in the movie theater. They get locked in and then people start dying. The last book in the Housemaid series, The Housemaid is Watching. I like very recently started the Housemaid series. That's actually what got me into thrillers and I can't wait to finish it. I think this is the last book. Second to last, we have Five Survive by Holly Jackson. This is about a group of friends who are going on an RV trip and they, I think, get like sent a threat and somehow one of them dies. I'm not entirely too sure. I'm pretty sure that is my entire fall TBR. After 3 times of filming this, I think I've got it pretty good. I don't think I forgot anything. If I did, oh well, I'm not doing this again. So, okay, a little different scenery. While I was editing this video, I realized I forgot to go over a few books. Quite a few, actually. So I wrote them down in my notebook because a lot of them I don't currently own. Let's go ahead and talk about more books on my fall TBR. Here's all of my notes for this video. As you guys can tell, I'm really organized. Anyways, these are some of the books, hopefully all of the books that I forgot to mention. Starting with the second book in the Poppy War trilogy, Dragon Republic. I read Poppy War beginning of this year, I do believe, and I do want to get through that trilogy this fall season. And then we have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Everyone knows what this book is about. Everyone's heard of it. It's been so popular on TikTok, and I feel like this is the book to read in fall, and I've been wanting to read it for quite a while, so I'm going to hopefully read it here soon. And then we have another mystery thriller that's actually based on a true story. This one is called Frozen River, I do believe, and it's about a man who is found frozen in a frozen river. A Riley Sager book, middle of the night. After reading the Housemaid trilogy and becoming obsessed with thrillers, or the first 2 books in the trilogy, I started listening to Riley Sager's audiobooks. I've read or listened to The Only One Left and The House Across the Lake, and I loved both of those. And I think The Middle of the Night is his newest release, and I can't wait to start that. Then we have another reread, which again I was obsessed with in junior high, and I think I've reread this trilogy about 3 times. It's The Summoning by Kelly Armstrong, I do believe. I haven't heard anyone talk about this trilogy like ever, and it's about a girl who turns 16 and realizes that she can see ghosts, and she kind of has like a big freak out and she gets sent away to this house. It's like a group home for other children with different abilities, and I love it so much, so I want to reread that also. Then we have another one of Haley Pham's favorite books. This is The Ministry of Time. Haley describes this book as a mixture of all genres. Like I said earlier, this is the year of me branching out. I feel like I would really enjoy this book because of that. Then we have The Very Irregular Society of Witches. This I feel like would be just a cute, fun read to read close to Halloween. Red, White, and Royal Blue. I want to read this book because I do want to watch the movie. I think it's a movie. I don't think it's a series. I think it is a movie. Anyways, I cannot wait. Everyone says that both the book and the movie are very good. And then The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. If I remember right, this is about a writer and an editor, and I think the editor sister is the ghost. So it's like a ghost romance. And then another mystery, The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hugo. This is about a detective who has to solve Evelyn Hugo's murder, find the killer, and until that happens, Evelyn Hugo wakes up every day and dies. The second to last book is Love and Other Words. I feel like this is also another book that has been really popular on TikTok. The cover to me screams fall. There's like a cabin on it. I think there's like a coffee mug. Those are just very fall things. And then the last book is a series, and I just want to at least try the first book to see if I enjoy it. I'm thinking I will because I do enjoy small town like romance-y books. This is Indigo Ridge by Devney Perry, I think. This is a small town romance, and I think there's also a mystery involved. Hopefully I didn't forget any other books. See you guys past me. This is present me. See you in past me. Hopefully I get through all of these books. I don't know. I tend to read most of the books, like most in the fall. I don't know why. It's just the atmosphere kind of gives me something, like some energy, some motivation to like read. Anyways, I'm kind of just going on and on. So basically, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching me talk about books, and I will see you guys very, very, very soon.